Martin Luther King was arrested and placed in Birmingham jail. His crime was he participated in a peaceful demonstration against the city's wishes. He had joined a group to process segregation. While in jail, he read a letter that was published in the Birmingham News. A local clergyman had demanded that he end his demonstration. With nothing but a newspaper to write on, Dr. King began his response.
While confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my offended activities unwise and untimely. Since I feel that you are a man of genuine good will and that your criticisms are sincerely set forth, I want to try to answer your statements in what I hope will be patient and reasonable terms.
Why did you come to Birmingham, Dr. King? You aren't from here. We don't need outsiders coming in to solve our problems.
I'm in Birmingham because injustice is here, Mr. Clergy. I am compelled to carry the gospel of freedom beyond my hometown. I cannot sit idly by in Atlanta and not be concerned about what happens in Birmingham.
Why Birmingham of all places? The demonstrations taking place in my city are deplorable and should be stopped at once.
It's unfortunate that demonstrations are taking place in Birmingham, but it's even more unfortunate that the city's white power structure left the black community with no alternative.
Dr. King, you have visitors.
Hi, Ted. I'm Martin.
I'll leave you two alone.
Once again, our hopes have been flashed. We had to take direct action and lay our case before the conscience of the local and national community. We began a series of workshops and we repeatedly asked ourselves, are you able to accept blows without retaliating? We chose the Easter season to put our direct action plan to use. Easter was one of the biggest shopping seasons of the year. We decided not to shop in town while demonstrating in the streets, not put pressure on the merchants. We made mayoral allowances and didn't hold any election until after Election Day.
Why direct action? Why sit-ins, marches, and so forth? Isn't negotiation a better path?
You people refuse to negotiate. You just like sitting class sitting.
Nonviolent direct action seeks to create a crisis and dramatize the issue so that it can't be ignored. I agree with your call for negotiation. The purpose of our direct action was to open the door to negotiation.
The action you have taken is untimely. We just elected a new mayor and other city officials. Why didn't you give administration time to act?
While the new mayor is a more gentleman than the old mayor, the fact remains that he's such as a segregationist as the old one. It is a historical fact that privileged groups seldom give up their privilege voluntarily. Freedom is never given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed.
It's easy for you to say, wait, but when you have seen vicious mobs lynch your mothers and fathers at will and drown your sisters and brothers at whim, when you have seen hate-filled policemen curse, kick, and even kill your black brothers and sisters, when you suddenly find yourself stammering as you explain to your little girl why she can't go to a public amusement park that she saw advertised on television because it is closed to colored children. When you come up for a 5-year-old son who asks, Daddy, why do white people treat colored people so mean? When you are forever fighting a sense of nobodiness, you will understand why we find it difficult to wait. There comes a time when the cup of endurance runs over.
I don't understand how a man in the cloth can willingly break the law. You are in jail because you broke the law. How can you advocate breaking some laws and obeying others?
There are two types of laws, just and unjust. One is not a moral responsibility to disobey unjust law. An unjust law is no law at all. Any law that degrades human personality is unjust. Any law that is inflicted on a people who are not allowed a vote is not just. All segregation statutes are unjust. They give a white man a false sense of superiority and a black man a false sense of inferiority.
I still disagree. I still order to bring change. It's just wrong.
The Boston Tea Party was a massive act of civil disobedience. Everything Hitler did in Germany was called legal, and everything the freedom fighters did was considered illegal. It was illegal to aid and comfort a Jew in Hitler's Germany. Had I been there, I would have disobeyed those laws. I would have done my best to help the Jews. Would you have done any different?
Your activity in Birmingham is extreme. Dr. King, you're an extremist.
I am disappointed that fellow clergyman does not see my nonviolent efforts. I have tried to stand between the forces of complacency and hatred and despair. I have said we should neither do nothing, nor we should react violently. There is an excellent way of love and nonviolent efforts. If this philosophy had not emerged, by now the seas of the South would be flowing with blood.
I see no goods in your demonstrations. You're just asking for trouble. Let's put this all behind us. Go back to Atlanta where you belong.
The black community has many pent-up resentments and frustrations that must be released. So let us march. Let us make prayer pilgrimage to the City Hall. Let us go on freedom rides and try to understand why we must do so. If our repressed emotions are not released in nonviolent ways, they will seek repressed emotions through violence.
Is that a threat?
No, that is not a threat, but a fact of history. Right now, we can channel our discontent to creative outlet of nonviolent efforts. And you call this action extremist?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. closed his letters with the words, "Yours for the cause of peace and brotherhood." He was soon released from jail. He continued to be a civil rights leader for the cause of civil rights. He was arrested 30 times for participating in civil rights activities. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Though he was killed by a sniper in 1968. He believed that unharmed and truth and identical love will have the final word in reality. May it ever be so.
Presentation area. We have Brother Nassim Stinson, our narrator. Take a bow, Nassim. Ronald Thomas played the role of Dr. Martin Luther King. Mitchell Thomas said MLK voiceover, so that's what you were seeing as you Dasani Miller, he was our jailer. We have David Sheffy, our clergyman. Tatiana Connor played the role of Ted. Thank you, brothers. Thank you very, very much for that.